Alright guys, welcome back. Got another update for you. Stay tuned. Still trying to close out with Mr. Mauritania here. Not marijuana, but Mauritania. I gotta look at it again. My bad, guys. Messing up the name again. But thank you guys for joining me. Welcome back. Just want to keep you guys in the loop. You guys have no idea, man. This map right here, when I have to keep reiterating it, because when it get to that point, you're gonna be like, wow, now I see why I was making a big fuss about it. Why I try to tell you guys to stay tuned, keep watching, stay updated, so you know what's going on. So when the climax of this movie come, you will be able to be like, okay, wow, pretty good stuff. We got some very, very good content. So right now we're just cleaning up a little bit. Any questions, guys, you may have, anything you may see me doing, if you notice, all my cars are moving. All my cars are moving. So any questions you may have, guys, by all means, let me know. The goal of this particular update is I want to just show you guys how fast we're going to go from here to take this capital. And playing against Mauritania here, very inexperienced player. I mean, he's got his capital wide open. He's sending all of his troops down here, not even considering what's going on over here. I'm about to attack his boat over here with my bombers. And so we're in good shape, guys. We're in great shape. All right, so just stay tuned with me, and you'll see how we break this down, how we go at closing out this battle. If you don't know what's going on, go back to part 1. I got all the videos in chronological order, so you should not miss a beat. You should be able to come back after watching all the videos to this point, and you should know exactly what's going on. You should be clear-minded about what's going on. And I think when you do that, when you go back and you watch it from part 1 and you just see the build-up, it just helps you understand what's going on. You're not just watching a bunch of troops moving around. This airplane has been in the air for almost 24 hours now. So that's the beauty of airplanes. You never got to bring them down, and they do a lot of damage. If you play against me, you better know how to use your Air Force. All right, we just took that province, and now we're moving right on along. I get real excited when I see somebody capital just wide open. I mean, I get excited. Guys, if you have not followed any of my other maps, by all means, go to some of my other videos, some of my other games, especially like the solo game I play, and just check it out. But I will tell you this, I believe this map right here will take the cake. Alright, let's move on along. Move on along. Again, as you're watching, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. If you see something that's you find interesting or something that you don't understand that's going on, leave it in the comments. I don't have to break every single thing down, but if it's something you see that you want to know, ask the question. There is no bad question, guys. We still our main focus is that capital. While we doing everything else, we watching that capital. We keeping our eye right here. If you don't know, a bomber, those are boats, battleships. Those are their worst nightmares. If you want to know how to deal with people that like to build a lot of battleships, build you some bombers. These parts of the game, guys, a lot of times you can just let this kind of, play out. But these are like boring times of the games, kind of where it's just kind of quiet. But these are very, very, very important times. So some of the stuff that I'm doing may look simple, but very calculated. Very calculated. So if you're really paying attention, you'll see, okay, you'll see every open spot. I got somebody headed in that direction. There's no open, like if you see here, boom, I got somebody there. I got somebody there. Got somebody there. Only place I don't have somebody really going, I got somebody going there, is where there's a bunch of people already at. So I'm going to always play defense first. I'm going to play defense first, and then I'm going to go on the offense. So I'm on the offense in all these other areas, but you don't see me going right here. Because that's going to open up eventually. So I don't have to chase nothing down. I go to where it's open. Some of y'all, you're too offensive. You're not, I'm defense first. Defense first, then once your defense is in order, you can go on the offense. But it's not really the other way around. So many players like to go on offense and they forget that they need to protect themselves. And that's where I exploit those kind of players. Another thing, guys, I call myself Supremacy Master. And the reason why I consider myself to be a master at this game is because I know what every single last one of these buttons represent, what they do, the advantage and disadvantage of every single last one of these buttons right here. If you don't know what one of these buttons do, like for example, if you don't know why it's important to know what's going on right here, or you think that one of these buttons are not that important, that means you're not a master and you got some things you need to still learn. You may be good, but you must know what all of these things do and the advantage and disadvantage of it. And you must know how to balance your stock market, balance your resources. So if you don't know if you don't understand your resources and how it connects to everything that's going on over here, then you need to watch my video and ask some questions. Because that's what makes you, all you guys seeing right now is motion and movement here. But you need to also understand none of that becomes possible without these resources. And you got to constantly watch how your resources are shifting as you acquire more provinces. Somebody asked me, like, as you can see, I'm patrolling over here. I'm patrolling with my airplane here. And these guys are attacking every 15 minutes. I explained that in my other video. But somebody asked me, when is it best to just attack somebody? And then when is it best to patrol? As you can see, I'm patrolling those guys because I don't generally do a head-on straight attack unless I know it's going to completely take out that target. That's the difference. If you think you're going to do an attack with a bomber and it's not going to take the target all the way out, I don't like to waste time because then they have to go. The airplane has to go refuel and whatnot, and that just takes more time than I want to take. So I like to just patrol and sit there until that target is neutralized. Another thing you need to keep in mind. Let me give you a little piece of advice. Like right here, I just disabled that barrack. You know why? Because did you know? Let me see if you guys knew this. Did you know if you have a barrack like that one there that's halfway done, right? For one, you can't use it because it's not complete. Number one, but number two, you still get charged as if that barrack was fully operating. Did you know that? Yeah. So even though that barrack is not fully repaired, because maybe you got into a war or maybe you just acquired that particular province and the barrack is not fully um, repaired, you still get charged grain. They still gonna take grain from you as if it was an up and running barrack. I didn't know that. I thought if the barrack was not 100% running, then I shouldn't have to worry about it taking any grain. But that's not the case. If you have a barrack and it's not disabled like I'm doing now, I'm disabling all these barracks, then it's gonna charge you. Like right there, it was charging me, and now as you can see, I get more grain now. I'm gonna show you another. I get more grain, even if it's disabled. Let me find another disabled one. And that can really hurt you guys because here you are losing grain for no reason. I should charge you. I should have charged y'all for that. I know y'all didn't know that. I know y'all didn't know that. I'll wait to give y'all little jewels like that if you continue to watch these videos. I know we're about almost 30 minutes in. So if you're still watching, you get to get the little secrets. You get to get the little stuff that I generally don't tell everybody. You know, you'll get that. But for those that just watch the beginning of the video and you don't stay tuned, you're going to miss some stuff. Because as I think about good stuff, I like to give it to you in the middle of the video. Because I appreciate you stay tuning in and you're watching attentively, and I'm not just doing this work for my own health. So yes, that's a very good tip as far as your barracks. Remember I told you if you need gold, yes, it's important to get gold, but don't pay for it. Go and play some of these free games on your phone and get the gold. Some of the games will give you so much gold, it's gonna blow your mind. I mean, they're giving away free gold. It's a lot. You can get up to 100,000 on some games, 1 million on some games. So it just depends on what game you like and what they got a whole bunch of games on there. So get you some gold, but don't pay for it because I'm going to tell you something. Gold is not going to win the game for you. Strategy will. Gold can help in certain situations, but it's not going to help you win this game. That's something that I realized. A lot of people try to rely on people that rely on gold. They don't win. They tend to not win. Now, if you know how to play, if you know how to strategize, and you got some gold, you can be a very dangerous player. But like I said, I try to tell people I don't buy gold. I play some games, I collect it, and then you got to save it up. Don't spend the gold on every little situation just because. Save your gold. Save it. If you're playing a game and unless you really, really, really got a chance of doing something significant in that game, save your gold for another game where you really have an advantage and you just need a little boost. Some games I don't use any gold because it's basically I'm not gonna waste my gold on a game that I'm really not sure I'm gonna do well in. Because these games, you know, you're not gonna do well in every game, and you don't want to waste all your resources. Make sure you get yourself a premium account. Now that's a good way to support the game, is by buying a premium account, because there's a lot of things you will have to continuously do, especially at this stage in the game. You're going to need a premium account. You don't want to have to build everything one by one. You want to be able to put some things in the queue where once you build one thing, the next one will start building automatically. Without the premium account, you have to build everything one by one. You can't have some stuff set to be built in the future. So I think it's important to have a premium account. Also, you automatically get recruiting offices. That became very annoying. When I didn't have a premium account, I would acquire a whole bunch of provinces, but I would forget to build the recruiting houses because I'm so used to getting them with the premium account. So that's another advantage of having a premium account, is that you get recruiting offices for free when you acquire provinces. Something to keep in mind. Man, I'm just giving y'all jewels after jewels, man. I can't give y'all too much information now. You might use it against me. As you can see, we're inching closer and closer to that capital. Very easy takeover, not too much sweat. All it just took was a little concentration, a little patience, a little focus. Now, what most people don't realize is once I take his capital, that's it. The only thing he can really do at that point is build that capital very quickly. He would have to use gold and a bunch of other stuff to build another capital, and that really does hurt your whole morale. So that's why my aim is always to go for the jugular and try to grab somebody's capital, because that really handicaps any kind of country, any nation. If you get their capital, you take all their money, all their morale go down, and they can't build their morale back up. That's going to always penalize them not having a capital. Good to look over the whole map, see what's going on. Make sure Mr. Cairns over here ain't sending nobody down here to attack me. So I always like to survey the whole map to see what's going on. This guy right here made a lot of threats to me, so I got to keep my eyes on him down here. Very powerful position right there. I got to give Mr. Cairns a little credit. Alright, we're getting real angsty. I can taste that capital. I can taste it. And y'all, I want y'all to remember, this is the same guy that told me don't touch none of those provinces over there. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. People that make threats on this game instead of working together, they tend to, I know they're amateur. You have to be a diplomatic person as well. You can't just be arrogant and rude. That type of stuff rub people the wrong way. As you can see, I'm always seeing whatever you bringing. I'm thinking ahead. You see how I got my airplanes over there ready to go? Because I seen he has those artilleries coming. He got these artilleries coming down here. I already got my airplane anticipating that. It's about anticipation, guys. That's how you throw the enemy off. Because they be like, man, how he know he already in position to attack me. Yeah. Always good to zoom in, zoom out, expand, see the whole map. Don't get blindsided. So even though I have a coalition down here, guys, as you can see, I keep people in place just in case. You know, I trust my coalition members, but not too much. I'm always have my own nation's best interests first, which is we're gonna defend the nation first. So I'm always have a few pieces just waiting. So anybody think about it, doing any backdoor or anything like that, we'll be ready for it. That capital just about ready. There we go. Alright, so now I know he's done. Didn't get a whole lot of money. Let's see how much money we got. 68,000. I'll take it. I'll take it. Get my soldiers some night vision goggles. We'll do something with the money. Alright guys, so we got that capital. We're gonna go ahead and close this thing out. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I told you I'm gonna make sure you guys know exactly what's going on. I told you guys this map right here, I think is gonna be the best map I've got yet on YouTube. And I'm standing on that. This is going to be the best map that I show you. You guys got to stay tuned. This one right here, I think, has a lot of real life elements to it that I'm going to, we're going to narrate and show you guys. But also remember, this is a game, and I think sometimes, but this game right here is on real time, so it has a lot of real elements to it. So I'm not trying to give you guys, I'm not trying to give you guys too much information. I just want to give you a little hints to let you know that yes, it gets serious, it gets interesting, it gets psychological, it gets wild, it gets nasty, but it also gets back right, and it gets positive. And I love when the right outcome, comes in the situation. So stay tuned, keep following, keep watching. If you don't know what's going on, go back to part 1 and work your way on back down. And I'll see you guys next time. All right? Later.